Let's be honest, we don't need any more videos about habits at this point. Look on YouTube, there are literally, how many? Can someone help me out? 525,600 million. This video is not about habits. This video is about the anti-habit. So it doesn't matter what habits you set. It doesn't matter how successful or productive you want to be if you have this, and guess what?
You have the anti-habit.
So what is the anti-habit? Great question, smarty pants you. Your phone can only do certain things based on the current operating system that it has. Even though there are new apps out there, new features and all these things, it literally won't work unless you upgrade the operating system. And on the flip side, you may see apps that you want and see new features that you would love to have, but you literally can't have them unless you have the correct operating system. What does this have to do with you and habits and the anti-habit? Everything. Be sure to like the video. Let's really start talking about this whole anti-habit thing. Yeah. So here it is. Your mind is like an operating system. You see all these things that you want for your life. Drink 7 glasses of water. Wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Make sure you journal twice a day. And make sure it's a bullet journal. Stuff like that. However, they literally just don't mesh with your current operating systems. We're seeing that we're trying all these habits, we're doing all these things of highly successful people, but we're not getting the same results. The anti-habit is you. The anti-habit is what stands between current you, the trash version of you, and the ideal you or the future that you want for yourself. The anti-habit is your decision making. The anti-habit is your approach to life. Until you can change that anti-habit, it doesn't matter what other types of habits you want to bring into your life. It's not going to stick, and even if it does, you will still only get marginal success. You will not be able to do these 7 habits and become a millionaire in the next year. It's not going to work. It will not work until you change your operating system. So here's the bottom line. You do not need another list of habits. You literally do not need another list of habits. But what you do need is to make better decisions. That's literally all it is. Make better decisions. What is a habit? A habit is something that you do without even thinking about it. Most of our lives are literally spent on autopilot, so we want the things that we're doing on autopilot to be the things that move us to our future, that move us towards our ideal self. A lot of us are stuck with habits that we know are moving us further and further away from our actual goals or the future that we want for ourselves. The habit is just a byproduct of your decisions, literally. If you can make better decisions consistently over a period of time, you will be rewarded with a habit. The habit is not what's going to change you. Better decisions will change your life. Thought, decision, action, habit. How the heck do we make better decisions? It's still the same old brain and the same old operating system. So our goal is to make better decisions consistently over time so that they become habits that move us closer to our future or our ideal self. Here are 7 principles you can use to finally defeat the anti-habit, which again is you, by the way. Number 1, you need vision. If you don't have a vision of the future in front of you, all you're doing is living your yesterday over and over and over again. By having a vision, what you're doing is confirming your identity. You know who you are and what you want. And that is super effective when it comes to defeating the anti-habit. Number 2, you need some standards. Your standard establishes a floor. We're not going any lower than this if we want to reach our goal up here. Standards for your finances and how you make decisions, standards for how you dress and how you present yourself out in public. So my standard may be, I will never leave the house without eyebrows. That's a standard. You could set a standard that, hey, I'm not interrupting people anymore. So standards are a simple concept, a simple idea. You just need to apply them more strategically and intentionally in all areas of your life. Number 3, you need to understand that time is more precious than money. Would you rather get $1 million and 3 days to live, Or would you rather me give you 30 years to live and 100 grand? Most of you are gonna choose the 100 grand, right? Time is more precious than money. Remember that in everything that you do. Principle number 4, things are either black or white. I know we love gray area, but seriously, things either make sense to you or they just don't. A lot of us find ourselves in situations where we really just don't know how we got there, but there were definitely red flags along the way. Things are either good or they're not good. Trust your senses, trust your intuition. If it doesn't make sense to you, it just doesn't make sense. Learn to walk away. The point is, you should never be somewhere and be confused about what you're doing there or why you're doing there. Yeah, you want to enjoy the moment, but again, if it's confusing in a very negative type way, there's negative energy surrounding it, get out of there, please. The things you're doing are either helping you move towards your vision or they're pulling you away from it. The pants you bought either fit or they don't fit. Yeah, they don't fit. They don't fit at all. Number 5, what are your triggers? So many of us are making terrible decisions because we're ruling from a place of pain. You need to stop being a bag lady. You need to deal with your issues so that you can make decisions from a place of wisdom. That's it. Deal with your triggers. And if you don't know if you have triggers, just ask one of your closest friends. They can tell you. Principle number 6, if you want to walk into your future, you have to act as if you're already living that life. That right there alone will start to change your decision making on the spot. What would Jesus do? Think of somebody, anyone that you admire or you respect or you want the success that they have. How would they handle this situation? How would they handle this husband that you have? How would they handle the job that you have or the career decision? How would they handle the finances? How would they handle doing the dishes? How would they handle taking care of the kids? How would they handle this broken nail? Yeah. Principle number 7, and this is the best one. Resist the resistance. When we are trying to do new things, remember, you have an operating system that's old and outdated. We're trying to upgrade it, and it's a painful process. It will be bugs, things that you have to fix. You have to push through it, just like working out. If there's no burn, no gain. No burn, no gain. No gain, no burn. How does that go? No pain, no gain. There we go. No pain, no gain. Then this is where trying to adopt new habits really, really goes wrong. Your body, your brain, your think station is fighting the fact that you're trying to do something different. The operating system is set. It does not want to change. It has not been upgraded yet. So there's going to be resistance as you're trying to unwire the old and create something new. If you can't push through that, the new habits will not take place. So don't give up when it's hard. Don't give up when your procrastination and perfectionist type thoughts pop up in your head. Don't give up when the inner critics start telling you whatever they tell you about you being unworthy or hideous, or I don't know what your voices tell you, but I know it can get crazy. That's the resistance that you have to push through. I don't want to eat a whole bag of sweet rolls. They're in there right now. I'm trying to resist the resistance. Pray for me. But it's an everyday struggle, and it can be everywhere in your life. If you're trying to break bad habits or build new habits, if you're trying to make better decisions, resist the resistance to default to your old pattern of thinking. Resist the resistance to default to your old decisions, okay? Resist the resistance to default to how you used to do things. We're trying to do things a new way. Those were 7 principles that you can use to make better decisions. The life you see around you isn't a result of your habits, it's a result of the decisions that you're making. Make better decisions, your dream life will come true. Boom, let's do it.